Call again, knocking on that front door that was locked, wake up, and that's the last I heard her voice.
She saved your life.
Yeah, she did.
A local woman says she owes her life to a mother who would end up losing hers. Good evening, everyone. In Maysville and in the tri-state everywhere around the tri-state, people are grieving tonight, trying to come to grips with the tragedy that unfolded overnight in the small, tight-knit city on the banks of the Ohio.
A fatal fire claims the lives of 5 people. Lori Doppelhauer is the woman you heard about at the top of the broadcast. The 35-year-old was trying to save her children from their burning home. 10-year-old Christopher Kearney and 3-year-old Egan Hargis, and also 1-year-old Kieran Hargis. They didn't make it. Neither did their neighbor, 68-year-old Larry Brickles. We don't know yet what caused the row houses on 2nd Street to go up in flames. But we do know the fire started in an enclosed porch on the backside of the building and spread rapidly. There were no working smoke detectors in the family's apartment. Maysville's fire chief was emotional when talking about the blaze and its impact on the community.
You know, I just took over as chief 2 months ago. Certainly not how I would have started this chapter of my career.
This is the children's father in green here looking at the devastating scene. He and 2 older children escaped safely. He tried going into the burning building, tried to save his family, but the fire was just too intense.
Well, there were 30 other people who lost their homes in that fire. They don't have a place to call their own, but they do have places to stay. Local 12's Brad Underwood joins us now with how the community is stepping up to help. Brad.
Well, Cammie, tonight 2nd Street is very dark and quiet. Besides traffic, a lot of people have left the area, but all morning long it was a fight that firefighters had never seen before. The fire quickly spreading from one row house to the next, and eventually it was just too much. There was no choice but to back off. Tonight 5 are dead, but this tragedy may have brought this community closer. Hours after Lori Doppelhauer and 3 of her children were pronounced dead, family members brought out whatever they could salvage from inside. At the doorstep of the burned home, friends and neighbors offer condolences to the family. The fire claimed a total of 5 lives, a loss that hits this small river city hard.
When my mom went back to work, I just broke down in tears because it just shocked me so much.
Amanda Prudenti says she was getting to know the family. She'd seen them at the nearby park. Marie Antoinette Castelli was also friendly with the children and their mother.
And I know them. They pet my dogs every day, you know. They like me.
And that's the feeling on 2nd Street and throughout Maysville. Saying hello, being kind to one another. And that generosity is even more evident after the fire. The more than 30 people displaced all have some place to stay, at least for now.
Maysville, we stick together, and it's just seeing that so many people are hurt, left, and left without a home now for a while. It's just sad to know, you know, it's surreal. It doesn't seem real at all.
Fire Chief Kevin Doyle says this tragedy is something his firefighters will not soon forget.
I know that each one of my members of the Maysville Fire Department are struggling, and we just send our condolences out to the family because I can't imagine what they're feeling.
Around 9 o'clock, you see here a single candle and some sunflowers. They were put outside of the door where the family lived. And then about an hour ago, some stuffed animals started arriving. But you talk about the generosity of people. There are 2 separate online fundraising accounts for this family. Almost $10,000 so far has been donated. And then you think about the rest of the people who don't have a home to go to tonight. A mile from where I'm standing over on 3rd Street on the other side of downtown, the Faithway Baptist Church. They are collecting all kinds of goods, clothing, food, furniture, anything you can think of, anything that you can spare to donate. It will go to all these families who lost almost, if not everything, in today's fire. Reporting live in Maysville, Brad Underwood, Local 12 News. Rob, Cammie.
I'm not really surprised, Brad, by the generosity. People in the tri-state, people in Maysville really step up when the need is there.
They do, and it doesn't seem to matter what kind of tragedy that a family or an individual may face, but especially when you come really along the river, a small community. Everyone knows each other. A lot of people have been here their entire lives, raised here, have their kids here, and that's what you're seeing as people continue to come together tonight.
All right, Brad Underwood, thank you. And stay with Local 12 News and Local12.com for continuing coverage of the situation in Maysville. Tomorrow, the mayor of Maysville will join us live on Good Morning Cincinnati, and GMC starts at 4:25.
Voters have